I was debating on, I started out there like 10 minutes ago. I was debating on waiting to go live. That was me kicking the bells because we're getting pushed towards the shore. But we're moving real slow. And this is a good spot. I actually have, what the heck's that called? A waypoint. Like right over there marked. Let's see how close we are to that waypoint. Let's see, map. Zoom in. Let's see, we're pointing that way. Waypoint down. Oh, is that it? I can't tell which way we are. I think I got it on north. Let's see. I can't tell. Oh, that says buoy. Let's see. I got it marked as fish. There's 73. Yeah, it's hard to find stuff on this little orange screen. I thought I had it marked on here as fish everywhere. That one says fish and bait. I guess we could just go to our most recent waypoints. Waypoints. Maybe I didn't mark it as fish everywhere. Fish and bait is what that's supposed to say. Oh well. Maybe I didn't save it. But anyways, we're like sitting, well, the waypoint I meant to mark is like a little bit closer to that point. Right there, that point. But we're getting near it, so I'm not seeing too much on the screen though. Anywho, I will see, we got one rod there, one laying on the bow. I guess we can get these to where we can see them. One there. And that's it on that one, snagged on the bow light. Come on, get off there, little baby. It's snagged. There we are. Oh. Come on, get off there. I don't want to pull too hard because it's just braid. And there's a chance that that bow eye could rip it. It must have got wrapped around the bow eye. There we go. I was just about to say, good grace. Alright. Sit back and wait. Put my big jug back up there. Keep an eye on these 3 rods. Anybody in here? Anybody home yet? No, I guess we could put these like that. There we be. Glory be. You know you're out of shape when you get tired just organizing, situating fishing rods. There's a little couple things on that screen. They're not that big. We're sitting still. So the return's coming back like 100,000 times. Looked like fishing line, really. But my lines aren't going under the transducer. Catch a couple more fish, and I'll be ready to go. I got one good one earlier. Just measured it. It's about 30 inches. I was happy. Still happy. Geese over there having a beach party at the beach. Gonna have to flip the blower on and start it up and make a move. Not really a move, just back out there. Cause got the shore coming up behind us. Oh, is that a fish? We got a prowler. Is the prowler gonna turn into a thief and take it? Is that my planer board one? Where is my play at? I think it is my planer board one. See it out there? Right there. I hit two things with this boat today. I don't think I've ever hit my propeller, and I hit the bottom of the boat, like the bow. It was both times in shallow areas. One time was so he could go to the bathroom. We had the dock, and it was like it started registering like 3 feet, 2 feet, and then the screen just went blank. And I heard the prop. Good thing is this place is mainly mud bottom, and like that shale or limestone stuff that just like breaks apart. I was trying to make the map this lake with that quick draw contour deal, and so I was getting in skinnier water than I normally do. And that's how it happened. I don't think it hurt nothing. I was a bit concerned when I hit the bow because I was going about 5 miles an hour. Not hard enough to make a hole, but you never know when something's 30 years old. Alright, give it a couple more minutes and I'll flip the blower on. Cold Creek Billy's in the house. How you doing? Made it to the lake today, finally. Meant to come last night. Couldn't get off the couch. And kinda, it's a shame, because I made it Friday night. So if I can work all week and have a hard day and get done work Friday and go fishing all night, I should definitely be able to do that Saturday. But shoot, being up fishing all night was kind of just as rough on me as if I was working. Woke up with a headache and a cramped neck. Yesterday that was. So I didn't even go fishing last night, but I kind of got out here late morning. I'm surprised I didn't catch anything this past 10 minutes. This spot right here by that point's usually loaded with fish. The sonar's been a ghost town though. There's not much on there at all. Getting 8, oh, we gotta flip that blower on. 8 feet of water. Yep, hope maybe we'll get a bite before the before we gotta start the engine. Nope. Never got the motor fixed. This is a different boat. I had major problems with this one too, because I let it sit last year. And sitting is like the worst thing ever for the boat and trailer. But yeah, I never got my fishing boat engine fixed. I got a spare engine. I just haven't put it in. But the thing is the spare engine I have, I don't know if that engine's any good. It came with the boat. So I could put it in and it's no good. But if I do that, I'll rebuild the one that I took out. So, alright, we gotta roll in because we're getting, that wind picked up and now we're getting closer to shore. Yeah, it sucks not having a trolling motor because you're like at Mother Nature's will. Whatever she wants to do with you, she's gonna do with you. We're in 6 feet of water. I do need to raise my outdrive up because these waves. Five feet of water. Come on, get cranking. Get cranking, boy. Get that boat out there. Them pontoons made it in here, but them things, they don't need much water. This thing has a deep V for that cabin. We might be starting it up before we get all these drilled in. Come on. Come on, clicker. Yeah, I procrastinate when it comes to fixing things. I could have had that engine changed in a day. But I'm mainly content with just having an electric motor for the most part. We're gonna leave that one out there. Just go real slow. 4.3 feet. We made it. Four feet. I'm gonna reel this one in just so we can get back out to the middle quicker. I don't know if I should make the pass that I just made that I didn't catch no fish on, or go to a different cove. I might just go to a different, I don't know. I want to go to a different cove, but I don't, because I don't feel like I just want to have lines in the water. All I know is we can't stay here. We're gonna hit the shore. Look at them clouds. Yeah, I don't have no microphone. I didn't plan on going live today at all. Whoa. I'm glad Dog wasn't on the back of the boat like he usually is. He's usually up there. We would have just thrown him overboard. This old throttle sticks. It's kind of like you pull it and nothing happens, and then all of a sudden, yeah, we'll do a similar pass. The pass I did, I actually was kind of off track of the way. It was about 100 yards off of where I wanted to be driven. There was a good bit of boats out here, but them gray clouds scared them off. I looked at the radar. There's really no weather coming. The news was actually right. The weather said, what did it say? Partial drizzles. They were right. Felt a couple partial drizzles. I can't go too fast because I'll knock all my stuff off there. We'll have lines in the water in about a minute. I had me some tuna and crackers. Well, no, chicken and crackers. The kind in the box. With the little spoon and the foil lid. It was a new flavor. What was that? Caesar chicken in a green box. It was alright. I'd rather eat the plain over the Caesar. I got another one too. It's in a black box. I forget what flavor. Take me I think I took a bug in. Alright, this is about a good spot. Let's get out here a little bit more towards the middle. Because the wind is kicking. We'll be on shore in 30 minutes. We'll do one more drift for the day. Nah, them clouds, they've been looking like that. They're moving in more densely, but we've had gray skies on and off all day. But the gray is kind of becoming a majority. Alright, I think this is about good spot as any. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. I need to get some more line on there desperately. Desperately like. Take me home. No swimming, doggy. He thinks every time we stop, he thinks it's time for a swim. No swimming. Well, we need to put this on that side. Oh, I gotta adjust my depth. "17 feet here." We'll put it down about 10 feet. Real choppy out here today. I doubt them fish are up near the surface. They're usually a little down when it's real choppy like this. But you never know, as they say. We'll see if we can get that planer board out there again. Actually, I'm lucky that planer board didn't blow away when I was underway. Yep. Try to catch a couple more. Hopefully one of them can be a good one. Do one more drift. How the heck did that get tangled like that? There we go. Just give her a swing. A 1 and a 2 and a 3. Trying to get that to clear the bow of the boat. You know what I mean, Gene? I'm gonna leave that clicker on for a minute so it can slowly pull line out, but yet keep some tension at the same time. Oh, I gotta close this clicker. Oh, we're already spooled. Look at me, talking and forgetting. This is the one I said I need to put some line on, wouldn't you say? Hope we don't get a big one. We'll be screwed. Take that line off there in 5 seconds if it's a ripping. Alright, we got this suspended. Got that planing. That boat sounds good. That's what mine would sound like if it didn't have wet exhaust and had dry exhaust going out the back. Actually, mine would sound better, but mine's quiet as a church mouse. Country road, take me home to the place I belong. Alright, that's good enough. Good enough for me, doggy. You watching the boats? Alright, let's see if we can't make it happen. DH said hi. How you doing? How you doing? Nice to meet you. Just out here trying to catch a couple fish. Got the lake to ourselves. No wake boats, no jet skis. I was gonna bring jet ski today and fish off of. I'm glad I didn't because it was way too choppy. I would have ended up parking on the shore somewhere and fishing from the bank. Sure woulda. Yeah, I got one 30-inch catfish earlier. That was the best one of the day. I'll probably make a short out of it. Because I haven't been making any shorts or doing nothing on my YouTube. It says there's 7 folks in here. Let's do a roll call. Who all's in here? We got Coal Creek Billy and DH. Who else? Raise your hand. Say aye. I don't know if Nightbot works or not still. I forget the commands. I know there's weather, which I don't even know if I ever got my weather Nightbot command working right. And there's lurking. If you type lurk, it will say so-and-so's lurking. And then to share your channel, I think it's just dog and die. Type dog and die, and I think it'll share your channel. But I don't think I ever got that working right either, honestly. It shares Nightbot's channel. Hold on, dog. We're gonna be getting some waves. It's alright. You don't gotta get up. They're not big ones. There you go. Eat your dog feed. Eat what's in there and I'll give you some more. Here comes the waves. Yeah, lay it down. That's a good job. These seats are squeaky. Dang, I'm glad he laid down. We have man overboard. He's looking around like, what? Oh, man. That was a big old fish jump. I don't know what it was. It's too far away. It's weird being out in the middle like that. I'd say I don't know what that was. Big. I mean, I don't know. Oh, there's a sailboat. Check it out. Sure is a good day for it. Logan, West Virginia. Cold Creek Billy. I didn't know you was from West Virginia. Oh, Nightbot is working for the weather. I remember Cindy and Travis was helping me with it. I know I didn't get the channel thing straightened out. When Nightbot shares a channel, it shares a link, but when you click on it, it takes you to Nightbot's channel. Or Nightbot's page or whatever. Yeah, Lurk works. The dog and I, you type that, that's what doesn't work. It takes you to Nightbot's page. I never did figure that one out. I'm getting hot. I should not be getting hot. It's not hot out here. It's like 60 degrees and windy. I had to take my hat off. Maybe Nightbot's making me more angry than I realized. Because I did have a heck of a time with it about a year ago. Trying to get that all figured out. There's an airplane. I use that app on your phone, or it's not even an app, it's just a website. You can look at all the aircraft up above you. The pictures of the plane, tail numbers, their altitude, their speed. It tells you what year they are. I've been trying to guess like what helicopters and what planes they are just by hearing them. I guess, and then I'll take a look. It's hard though, because unless you're like a real airplane enthusiast, most airplanes sound the same when they're going above your head, going by you several hundred miles per hour. Yeah, I haven't caught a fish yet since I moved. I just realized that. Earlier was way down there by the dam. Really not even by the dam, but just in that general direction. I knocked out a few fish. We drifted from the middle of the lake to the bank once. See, I'm still not where I want to be. I'm on the exact same path I just drifted and didn't catch anything. I want to be way over there by that playground, by the beach. The wind's blowing like odd angle. Usually it blows you towards either in or out from the shore over there. But today it's blowing on like an angle heading that way. All I know is that we're gonna get something soon. I'm gonna throw some Rapalas on or some flicker shads and troll and head back to the dock. Maybe, I don't know. I'm in such a lazy mood today. I don't even feel like digging for lures. It might not even be where I'm at. It could just be the time of day, too. I ate 2 of them tuna crackers or chicken. 2 of these. I'm still hungry. Oh, I got some snacks. Shoot. Where's my snacks? That's what we need to brighten up. Put some pep in my step. Some Nutter Butters. We're moving perfect speed. 0.6. For not having a trolling motor. Couldn't ask for much better. Like, everything's perfect. Other than there's no fish on my hooks. Trees are changing. Not yet. Not fully, but definitely see a... Really, there's brown, but you can't see it. Take off sunglasses. Sunglasses off and you can't see any brown in the trees. It looks all green still. But if you put your glasses on and look, all them trees over there, a whole bunch of brown. I'm tired, dog. I'm tired too. We had a long weekend. Long weekend and not enough fish. I stayed out here Friday night. I stayed out here all night. Thought when the sun come up, you know, the bite was gonna be awesome. Wasn't happening. I didn't get home till about 8. It's nice staying out here when it's not 90 degrees out at night. Fishy Things is back. Thanks for swinging in. Got Cold Creek Billy, Fishy Things, and Nightbot. That middle rod is gonna keep, because it's like a medium light trolling rod. It's real flimsy. And it's on that balloon out there suspended, so the waves keep bouncing or bouncing. Bouncity bounce. Well, we're actually starting to head the direction I wanted to, kind of. Must be some current, because the wind's not blowing that direction, but we're moving that way a little bit. Cold Creek says hello, fishy. The wind's dying down. Well, that or just because we're getting closer to shore, it's not as strong. Either way, I'll take it. Here comes the sun again. You know, all but one fish come on the suspended rig. I should shorten my planer board so it's not touching bottom and it's suspended also. Or just keep sitting here with my feet up. Wondering if people watching thinks them chairs squeaking is me farting, because it sure sounds like it. Every time I move, they squeak. Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee. And get water. I'm saying, can you see? And here's the boat. He'd have been asleep 20 times by now. Every time he hears a boat or a duck or a goose, his head pops up. I was just sitting watching his eyes doze off, about to fall asleep. I docked the boat earlier and took him for a walk. He finally went to the bathroom. He'll hold it forever. We'll drive like all the way to the lake. Get here, he won't go. I'll walk him. Park the truck. Walk him again before we get on the boat. Still doesn't go. We'll be out here for hours. I'll pull up on the land, have him jump out. Still won't go. But he finally went earlier. After like half the day. I even had him times where we get done fishing and get off the shore and you know get on the shore and think he's gonna go. Nope. He'll wait hold it all the way till we get home. Never seen a dog not even just, you know, most dogs just pee everywhere, sniff and pee, but not him. I do limit his water. I use that little water bowl there. instead of his normal full-size one. But still, you figure after half the day, you have to go like a racehorse. Yeah, sun's coming back out, slowly but surely. Well, that's enough nutter butter for me. Now I wish I didn't move. I came over here for better fishing. Greener grass, you know. We left the spot where we was catching fish to go to a spot to where we don't even know if we got an actual bite or not. It's alright though. It's alright. Golf carts everywhere. You know, I was working on one last week, putting them underglow lights, you know, that people won't have on them. And when I was working on them, it was a brand new one, 2024, and I noticed something. They're very simple. Like, even be simple to build, to sell. I mean, it's just a bare bones basic frame. And batteries, the motor, the controller, a screen, and a whole bunch of plastic. Like, what it would take to make one, and everything straight from China. So, you know, basically you get all that stuff dirt cheap. By the time you get everything, put it together, versus what you can sell one for, there's definitely money to be made. The thing is you need space. I don't have space to do any of that. I'd rather build a boat though than a golf cart. I'm surprised to see that boat out. It was over there docked all day with the cover on it. Their cover was in the water. They're lucky they noticed. That would be awful to suck up your cover. Suck your cover up in the propeller. Wow, it's still partially attached to your boat. Fishy things number 2. Number 2. Yeah, we're getting close to that land. No, you just don't think about it. You hear that dog? That dog's a mile away. we get close to shore, he starts looking and sticking his paw over like he's gonna jump. Always get so excited when we're getting on or off the boat. Like, he doesn't want to wait for me. He wants to just go. Oh, there's that sailboat. As windy as it is, I wonder if they meant to go that way. Or if Mother Nature's having her way with it. I almost hit a sailboat 2 years ago, 4th of July out here. I was in a cove. We're heading into the back of a cove to, kill the engine and drift out fishing. And I seen a light up in the sky in the distance, and I thought it was a star, like maybe street light, like a light up on a pole. But I just, out of my peripheral, I just seen it, and I just kind of thought, like, didn't pay much attention to it, didn't even look at it really, just thought it was like a star or maybe a light. And I was doing other stuff, and I got closer to it, and I realized it's a freaking light on the top of a mast. They had no nav lights. All they had was a white light, bright white light, on the tippy top of the mast of the sailboat. This dude's coming through a no wake zone, freaking plowing past one no wake buoy, about to pass the second no wake buoy. No, he's outside of the buoys now. Shore cutting it close. They actually need to be going faster. They're making a big old... It's too cold to be getting wet. The way they're like half on a plane and half off on a jet ski. With this wind, it's too chilly to be getting wet. Shoot, I was thinking about staying, like, not tonight, but staying out here until dark. I brought my light and jacket. No fish. I'm ready to go home. These 2 poles aren't even in the water. If I was on the Ohio River, they would be. Hold on, dog. Waves are coming. $2.10. I got several spots I can try. I'm just debating if I should. Well, I might. It's straight across the lake. And not long ways either, like short ways across. Come on, chair, stop squeaking. Yeah, I'm gonna make a move, because we just did this exact drift pretty much and didn't catch nothing. Dude, don't do it. I see you thinking about jumping. He gets near land, and just instantly thinks we're getting off the boat, and he doesn't want to wait. All right, there's one. One in. We got two in. All right, 1, 2, 3. We were just hitting the ground again on this thing. I'm rusty with this cuddy cabin boat. We're in 2.7 feet of water, and I heard the propeller hitting. And it wasn't mud that time. There was some rocks. Here, come on, get down. Come on. We're gonna get underway. Come. He doesn't want to move because we're going too fast. All right, I took out of gear. Come. Come. Diesel, come. Come here. Let me hold on to you so you don't jump up there while we're taking off. You want to get in there? Go ahead. No? Okay. No. Dude, he jumped back up there. He thinks we're going on shore. Come on. Alright, you stay down here. It'll be about a 3-minute ride. good a place as any. Don't you go getting crazy. Eat some of your dog feed and be good. Alright, let's get these lines out. One. Come on, get off there. Two. Oh, kicking everything. Up 17 feet here. We'll put about 10 feet down. About 10 feet down. One more. Lucky number 3. I don't even think I'm gonna mess with the planer board on this one. Unless they get bunched up. Alright, I gotta pause it for a second. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, got all 3 out. Where's that one going? Oh, it's snagged. Oh, fish on. Better be a fish on to take it down like that. Which one was that? This one? Wasn't that one? It was that one. I let all the line off of this one again. The little line that there is. Okie dokie. You know, I brought some rattles today. I realized I didn't even use them. I bought some store-bought rattles, and I brought some I made on the printer. Sure acting like there's a fish on there. And the blue skies are back. And still some gray. But the gray clouds spread out. Man, I wish we could have some music. That's one thing that sucks about being live on YouTube. Guess I could put an earbud in. You know, I never was messed with no earbuds because I wasn't paying $200 for some made in China Apple crap. And I bought these from Dollar Tree for $5. And let me tell you, I can't say they work just as good as the real ones because I've never used the real ones, but they work just fine. It's crazy how much how much voice travels on water. There's people like on the shore, probably about a mile, 3/4 mile, but I can hear them clear as day. They are kind of yelling at one another. She's on the bank, he's up on the land, and they're talking. It sounds like they're standing right next to you. Yeah, everybody been making a big deal on this lake about the wake boats. See that shore? It's all eroding. They're saying it's destroying the habitat for fish to lay their eggs and stuff. But people don't realize, the people complaining online, they don't live here. At least most of them don't. The people with the big fancy $100,000 lake boats, they own land on the lake and they live here or have a home here. And it's their way or the highway. So people think that they're gonna get it to stop. No wake boats. It's never gonna happen. Not as long as the people that own these wake boats live in these $1 million houses. I don't even know if they're $1 million houses. If they had like land, they sure would be. But most of them are butted up against one another. How fast we moving? 0.3. I think them are little catfish pecks because it's moving quicker. If it was hitting rocks, there might even be a fish on that middle one. If I'd known what way the wind was blowing, we would have went all the way up into the end of that cove. So we could drift all the way out. Country roads, take me home to the place. Mm-hmm. 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 Was that me or is that a bite? I think that was a bite. Look at it, look at it, look at it, look at it. There might be a fish on there, like I said. Let's pick it up. Let's see what it feels like. Yeah, there is a fish on there, by golly. By golly, there is. You know that dog? He's asleep. He's gonna miss this one. I knew he's tired. Yeah, there's a little guy on here. Watch it be Free Willy. Be 50 pounders. Nah, there's no 50 pounder. More like a 5 pounder if we're lucky. More like a 5 pounder. Oh, it's already surfaced. See it? I think it's wrapped up in a line. Oh, don't go. Oh, it about got wrapped up in my other line, that's for sure. Country roads. Should boat flip this one, but it's the only fish we caught in the past like 2 hours. That old Whisker Pig would say, in the sack, Jack. I think that's what he used to say. I haven't watched Whisker Pig in so long. I used to watch him religiously, and then he quit making videos. It's a great channel, though. If anybody likes watching, that hook was barely in there. If anybody likes watching fishing content, look at that pretty color. Ain't that so pretty? Not really. Look at that thing on his lip. Looks like he been caught a time or two. Or it's from me having them on there. Won't you? He likes checking the fish out, don't you? It's a little guy. I'd say it's about 16 inches. Ready to let it go, pup? Give him a kiss. Did you hear that noise he made when he hit the water? It's gone. Alright, let's see if we can get another. Just a little bit bigger next time, hopefully. Is my bait on there still? Yeah, sure is. Sure is. You know, them fish must be up off the bottom, because every fish today come on this one that's got like a probably dang near 4-foot lead. I don't know if I should have did that or not. We've been catching them with the way I had it rigged. Okay, let's get it back out there. Just got the low power mode message. I'm not plugged in. Let's get it out there. That fish was slimy for as small as it was. That's the first channel of the day. First channel cat of the day. Channel. Okie dokie, artichoke. See if we can't. Remind me to flip that clicker here in about a minute. Now dog's all excited because we caught a fish. He was asleep. You was asleep, huh? Diesel. When? No, I'm not calling you. Told him lay, and he goes and comes and lays by my feet. Go on, you can get back up there. Go on, turkey. Go on, turkey. Oh, don't start. We're going home soon. He don't like being on the boat if he's not swimming. He likes to swim. Let's get this net out of our way, huh? What do you say? Oh, I gotta flip that clicker. I about forgot. We'll let it go a couple more seconds. Actually, we won't, because I'm gonna get tangled in with that other one. Country road, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. If you're going through hell, keep on moving. You figure water lapping on the side of the boat would be a soothing or comforting sound, but let me tell you, for me it's not. You guys probably can't hear that, but maybe you can. But when you're trying to sleep in there and that water is like banging 6 inches from your head, it's not too peaceful. I don't know. Most boats, it's not that loud. This boat's like a... Oh, there we go. Did it drop it? Did you make me stand up for nothing, Mr. Fish? Yeah, hit it and spit it. I should have had that clicker. Should have had that reel locked down. I would have probably hooked up. My head's been hurting, my back's been aching, the water's drying up, there's a war in the making. People eating bugs 'cause they won't eat bacon. Don't it? There's a little town somewhere. Only thing you hear at night is that old mill humming. Long time traffic backs up. So that's waiting for the southern train to humming. Or just me and my dog on it. Just me and my dog on it. Yeah, we was on, that's an island right there. We was fishing on the other side of that island. I should have went back to where I was earlier, where we was catching fish. You know, doggy. At least the sun's at our back and not in our face. You know, I always come out here with intentions of trolling some lures, and I always just end up catfishing. This boat, it's hard to go. I feel like it goes too fast for trolling. It wants to go like 4.5 miles an hour, depending on conditions, sometimes 5. To keep it down at like 2.5, 3, you gotta bump it out of gear, and then bump it back into gear, and bump it out of gear, and that's definitely not good for it. I actually brought a screwdriver. I was gonna see if I could turn the idle down some. I didn't want to do that Yeah, I got my little handy dandy screwdriver. I'm gonna turn that idle down half a turn. I didn't want to do that though, because I fine tuned it, the carb 4-barrel Holly. I have hooked a vacuum pump up to the end. Well, not a vacuum pump, but a vacuum gauge up to the engine. So I didn't want to mess with the idle because everything's perfecto. Perfectamundo. But it goes too fast for trolling, in my opinion. Not that fish won't bite at 5 miles an hour, but I like to troll at like 2.5 to 3.5. What speed do y'all troll at if you troll? Dang, all I know is when you don't go on YouTube for a long time and just come on all of a sudden, it's hard to get a crowd to stay or even pop in. No one's even popped in really. A handful of people, which I appreciate. I actually just popped on to say hi to everyone because it's been so long. But I haven't really only seen a few people. Fishy Things and Cold Creek Billy, the animals. I've been saying I'm going to start going live again, not regularly. All summer I've been saying that. It just hasn't happened. Then I said I was going to make long form videos, which that didn't happen either. It's just every time I get out on the water, I just want to fish. I do miss going live though, and I really think I think going live helped me get out on the water. Like I liked it. I loved it for one. The interaction and the company and meeting people. And that made it easier to go fishing. Like nowadays, since I pretty much went from fishing 5 days a week to maybe 5 days a month if I'm lucky, it's hard to get motivated, which is crazy hearing me say that because 6 months ago, I was worried that I was fishing too much. Like it was a problem. Like I was aware that there was a problem and I still kept fishing. And now I want to fish, but it's two different things from wanting to go fishing and actually making yourself get up off the couch and go. And I always use the age-old excuse, I'm tired. That's my excuse always. I'm tired. I need to spray some Armor All. Whoa, there's a good one. Holy cow. Listen to that. That's a good one, guys. Holy moly. It's stealing line. Look at that. That's really stealing it. And we're tangled up on that one line. It's on my bell. That's the only bad thing about using these bells is they get tangled. Oh, all right, we're free. The line gets tangled around them bells sometimes. That's a good one, pup. Let's get the net ready. Cross our T's and dot our I's. So we can have some catfish pie. Two lines are going this way. Dang it. Dang it. No matter what I do, let's just get it in here. It's gonna get tangled. Oh, the wind's blowing. It's actually helping us. Kinda, not really. I know that's gonna cross those lines. Oh, that's a good one. I just seen a lot of color. Holy moly. Check that out. Look at that color. Ooh, and the wind's kicking up too. about jumped out. Fish in the net. Woo. As soon as that fish hooked up, that wind got crazy. Crazy wind. Alright, let's get the grippers before we get that out of the net. There we go. There we go. Ouch, 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 ouch. That hurt. I tried to put my knee up on there. It's a pretty one, as they say. Nah, it's a good one. It's a good one. The way that thing took off, the way it was stealing line, I thought for sure it was going to be a beast. Can't hold up my arms out far enough to get a hold of the whole thing in camera. Just in time too. The phone says 10%. 10% battery. We'll go till the phone dies. Woo! I could, if the fish start biting, I'll plug my phone in and we'll catch some fish. I know he's tired. He didn't even care about that fish. He didn't even care about that fish. Didn't even want to see it. Usually he's all up in the mix, wanting to see it. I thought he slept all last night while I was sleeping, but I think what happened is I was sleeping and he wasn't. I could have swore he was right next to me on the floor all night. But I think I was just sawing logs and sleeping real good and he was outside or something. There's a little town somewhere. Only thing you hear at night is that old mill humming. The only time traffic backs up is when old southern trains are humming. Get this down about midway in the water column. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this balloon to, I don't think I'm gonna get these lines to clear these two because they're going straight out. We can try it. Let's put it back here in the back. Straight for him. Nothing I can do. And it's not gonna clear them lines. I know that wind's vicious. Yeah, it ain't gonna clear them lines. I'm gonna have to launch it from up front. Launch it from up front. Dog lays right in the middle of the floor. It's his favorite spot. Middle of the floor. Right in your way. Alright. I was gonna put rod holders all on these, like 3 of them. I actually suspend fish from this boat like this. Jam this in there like that. I'll drift down the Ohio River with some suspended on this side and some suspended on that side. I actually want to leave that in there like that. We'll leave her in there just like that. River rat, welcome in. You snuck in under the radar. Skipjack Cindy, how you doing? Travis, if you're there, hello. I caught the best fish was this morning. It was 30 inches about. I measured it, but it was hard holding the fish with one hand and tape measure with only one hand. But it measured about 30, 31. When that fish bit earlier, I was like, oh yeah, it's on like Donkey Kong. But it didn't happen. They're tubing. It's a little chilly for that. I hear the kids screaming, stop. I don't know if they're yelling stop to the boat or if the kids are just fighting with one another. I think they fell off or they bailed. I think they was telling the boat to stop. The water's warmer than the air right now. It's about 60 degrees out, and that water is 68. Yeah, but when you get out, that's when it's going to be cold. Oh dang, that balloon's way out there. Look, can barely see it. Where's it at? There it is. We'll lock her down, see if we can't get another one before we leave. Yeah, let's see if these people can get back on. Oh shoot, don't you do it. No swimming today. It's too chilly. Here, let me move the net. Watch out. Go ahead. They can't catch up to the raft. Oh dang, they're tubing with only one person on the boat. That's illegal. Better hope DNR don't see them. It's not only illegal, it's very dangerous to have only one person. Dogs do not count as a spotter because you can't safely look forward and safely look backwards and keep an eye. I mean, there's no one out here today. You got all the room in the world, but that's how accidents happen. And I just realized they can probably hear every word I'm saying. I was just saying earlier how sound travels. There's some people on the shore and I could hear them clear as day. Oh, I'm still zoomed in. Still zoomed in. You guys, you in here still, Cindy? If so, you all fishing tonight or making lead? I made lead once. I was in this little one-bedroom garage apartment in West Virginia. Tiny as all. So tiny to where I had to have a gas mask. But I didn't have no, 3M respirator. All I had was an actual gas mask that, like, the riot police would use. Like the rubber mask with the goggle eye holes and the big 40mm canister. I come out of my house to take a break from making sinkers one day. My neighbor seen me, this old lady, and she just looked at me and shook her head. They probably thought they thought I was up to no good. Let's just say that. Let's just say that if we drift any closer to this boat, the dog's gonna jump off in the water. He loves playing with other dogs. He used to ignore dogs to the point to where he acted like they didn't even exist. Like we could be walking down the street and there could be dog on the other side of the street. he wouldn't even look in their direction. Wouldn't even acknowledge their existence. Like, they could even be barking at him, and he still wouldn't even look at them. And then one day I got the brilliant idea. I said, hey, I want him to be used to dogs. I don't want him acting crazy and like trying to get to dogs to see him. I want him to get acquainted with them. So I started taking him to dog parks that got, a bunch of dogs. And he got acquainted with them, and it had the opposite effect. Now, when he sees dogs, he usually goes berserk. I usually catch him before he gets in that state of mind and snap him, get him not to snap into it. But once he snaps into that, like, I'm a wild dog state of mind, yeah, he starts jumping and barking and spinning, typical dog stuff. But he never did that before I took him around dogs. So yeah, introducing him to dogs, total opposite effect. Because he was already chilling, didn't even acknowledge him. Now he freaks out because he sees him and he wants to play. Oh, my phone died, huh? Well, I guess I could plug it in. Phone died. I didn't even realize the phone died. I'm sitting there talking about him, introducing him to dogs, and it having the opposite effect. He used to be calm around the dogs, and now that he got to know other dogs, all he wants to do is go see him and visit. Yeah, I need some armor on this seat. It squeaks like crazy. Let's stand up. Somewhere in West Virginia. Anybody in here since the stream died or my phone died? I bet you I picked up 50 acorns today out of this boat. I really don't care, but I kind of do. Because once they get like in the corner or underneath stuff, they get wet. And then they stay wet and they get like, mushy and moldy. Hey, Heather. Long time no see. I haven't been live much this year. 2025, I bet you I went live less than 5 times. Look at him dozing off. He tries to sleep on the boat. It's hard with all the waves and ducks and geese and boats and jet skis and kids and people. And me talking to y'all, he thinks every time not every time, but most of the time he thinks I'm talking to him. Great to see you, Heather says. Yeah, you too. They was just asking about you the other day in someone's chat. They said, where's Heather been? And then they said you just commented on someone's video. People wouldn't say worried, but maybe a bit concerned. But anyways, either way, it's good to see you. Up here, fishy kitty kitty. We caught one about 15 minutes ago. I think that makes like 5 or 6 for the day. It's not horrible, but It averages about a fish an hour, which if you drive an hour to get somewhere to fish and then got to drive an hour back, I'd like to catch more than a fish an hour. Fishing for me, I'd say is about 2 to 3 fish an hour. That keeps me happy. Sure is wavy out here today. Dang, we're already closer to the boat ramp than I thought. We just gotta go right over yonder, right there. Somewhere in West Virginia. I like when I got the bimini top down, because I don't have to worry as much as him falling off the boat when he's sleeping. I always worry that if he falls in when he's sleeping, he'll, go under and gulp in water, not aware that he's falling in the water until it's, too late. Because I don't know how a dog handles water, being underwater. I mean, I know when they're swimming, they do everything possible to keep their head above water at all times. I know he can go underwater some, because when we're on the riverbank playing, chasing sticks or tennis balls, some of his toys and sticks sink, some float, but the ones that sink, he'll actually go down and get them. I mean, it's only like 2-3 feet of water. But I know when he's prepared for it, he's capable of going underwater. I don't know what'll happen if he fell in when he was asleep. But when that bimini top's there, it makes like a little railing for him to rest up against. Because when that's up, it's just a flat, straight drop. He gets sleeping and rolling around on his back and stuff. I'm like, oh, shoot. One more roll and you're overboard, pal. He needs brushed. I've been ripping and running all weekend. I don't think I haven't brushed him all weekend. One thing I learned about German Shepherds, well, I learned a lot. I read like 4 books. I'm on my 4th book. But their coats are like the greatest thing Mother Nature ever created. They're like double layer coat. Like, he has 2 distinct kinds of hair. He has like an undercoat that's like these squiggly, like real squiggly hairs, like zigzagged, and then his normal coat, normal straight dog hair. But all you have to do is to keep him clean and maintain. All you gotta do is just brush him. Like, he gets dirty, brush him, and then when he dries off, brush him again, and he's like, no smell, good as new. My Great Danes, you had to brush them, like, well, not brush them, you had to bath them, like, at least minimum 6 times a year, or they're stinking. But him, I've only bathed him 1 time. That's it. I'm actually gonna bath him here soon, since summer's over. And he's not going to be swimming in the water no more or nothing. Because when he's swimming in the water, it breaks that dirt off of him, keeps the dirt off of him. But in the winter months, eventually, no matter how much you brush him, you're going to have to give him a bath, because that dirt builds up. Yeah, that's the little puppy in the wintertime that was playing in the snow. Not so little no more. I don't know if Cindy's in here still. She was in here and then my stream, my battery died. And I shut it down and I popped back in. I was ready to go home and now I'm ready to just sit here and do nothing. There's some stuff on the screen. It's not really that big. We're moving 0.6, so we're basically sitting still. If you were moving 5 miles an hour and seen that on the screen, it would appear it wouldn't be an arch like that. It would just be a dot. But when you're moving slow, the sonar hits it. Instead of just hitting it a couple times, it hits it like dozens or hundreds and makes the return look bigger than it is. Yeah, it is a lovely day. It said, well, first it said partly cloudy, and then it changed it to partial drizzles, which I've never even seen that description before for weather. Partial drizzles. And it did. It drizzled. Like, I think driving out here, we got a couple drizzles. And once I got on the water, couple drizzles. Like, couldn't even barely tell if it was raining. And that was it. The sky did get super cloudy, like dark gray. But they pretty much all moved out for the most part. A little gray over there, but not like it was. Not too shabby. Yeah, I've been debating on taking this seat out. You ever see a boat with only 2 seats? Ain't that something? And what's crazy is, look, it says 9 people on this boat. How in the heck are you gonna fit 9 people on a boat that only has 2 seats? Now, 9 Cubans packed in there? Yeah, but just 9 normal people recreating, not smuggling. How the heck are you gonna fit 9 people? My guess is this engine cover originally wasn't here. There was just an engine cover covering the engine, and there was probably a seat here and a seat there, so there would be 2. Then there was probably 2 more seats here, so you'd have 1, 2, and then you have like 1, 2, and 2 here. There's 6, and then I guess 7, 8, 9. I mean, but shoot, that's packed. I wouldn't want, imagine, yeah, 9 people. No way. No way, Jose. But I'm thinking about taking this seat out and mounting rod holders, like those white plastic like them plastic ones you screw to a wall. It's got like the 4 or 5 plastic PVC, but just screw some rod holders to that firewall there behind the seat, and then I can, have my rod holders right there. But I've never done that because I never needed to. I don't fish off this boat much, but it's set all last summer. Same gas. It's got the same gas from 2 years ago in it. So I had to take this thing out. Oh, this squeaky seat's driving me nuts. I can tell you when I get home, I'm spraying some armor off back behind there. So that quits squeaking like that. I gotta pause this for a second. If anyone's in here, I will be right back. Okay, I'm reloaded. Here, fishy kitty kitty. Here, kitty kitty. He's like, I ain't no kitty. What's the matter with you, fool? He's fading out again. It's so funny. Old Diesel. He didn't open his eyes when I called his name. I was gonna name him Shep. I thought Shep, S-H-E-P for shepherd. I don't know how it just come to me one day, Shep. But then my boy, he come up with his name and said, okay. He never names anything. Snakes, chickens, fish. Just calls them Snake. Chicken 1, chicken 2, chicken 3. Call the fish, fish. When I asked him what he wanted to name the dog, I thought he was just gonna shrug and say, I don't know. And he was like, Diesel. Instantly said Diesel. I was like, wow. I was surprised he actually picked a name. I said, all right. Never named anything else in your life, I don't think. Well, actually he did. He got a rabbit. But I don't even know if he named it. His mom or his sister could have named it. I'm surprised my phone's charging while I'm using it. I've been debating so hard on getting a new phone. Debating on either getting a new phone or a camera, like a action cam. It's tempting the phone though, because they got that iPhone 17. I wanted to get an iPhone 17 Pro Max because, I can make payments on that on my bill, but at the same time, I don't want to pay $1,000 for something. Actually, making payments, it'd probably be more like $2,000. That's just crazy. I bought my first car when I was a kid for $500. Now we're sitting here talking about buying cell phones that cost $1,000 and $2,000. What's the world going to? And the bad thing is I guarantee you they make an iPhone, like parts, labor. Bet you they're cranking them out for less than $100. $100. Guaranteed. Shoot. They got the process so streamlined and simplified. I bet you. I'm gonna. Somebody Google it. How much does it cost to make an iPhone? I bet you it's less than $50. Because you can buy a cheap smartphone like $50 to $100. And essentially, and they're selling them for that much. So think what they're making them for. So essentially, it's the same thing, just a different name, different package, different box. Similar components that probably cost a similar price. So yeah, I bet you they make iPhones for $50 or less. And they sell them for $2,000. And they don't last either now. If they lasted, like I get a new phone and that thing's broken like a week. If you could see the screen, let's just say there's too many cracks to count. All four corners are impacted, broke, and then cracks all over. And I got a case on mine too, so imagine if I didn't have a case. Heather says, I saw the lately catfish. Sorry, Mr. Lauer. Oh, no worries. Just glad you're able to make it. Enjoy some of this beautiful scenery. Normally I got a tripod and the phone sits stable, but I'm just got it on my chest and I'm moving all over and the boats are rocking. But I didn't even plan on going live today. Zero intention. And then I seen that I had this mount in this boat, and I was like, you know what, we'll go live for a bit, say hi to everybody. I'm glad you can make it in. Man, I wish I could listen to some music. That's one thing about YouTube, no music. There's something on the screen. Who else is in this live? Heather's in here. Anybody else lingering still? So Heather don't have to sit and chat with herself. If you're in here, raise your hand. We're taking roll. Taking attendance. You know, dogs are so much like kids. Like, he's tired as all get out. There's a bite. And he just won't, he won't let himself fall asleep. But he's so tired. Like, even when he does fall asleep, you can tell he'll, like, pop his head up like, oh, shoot, I'm falling asleep. That's probably that one with that 10-aught hook. We got little channels down there pecking at it. Dang, that sun's bright as it's been all day, I think. Time for the shades to come back out. Time for the shades to come back out. My back's been hurting. Water's drying up. There's a war in the making. People eating bugs 'cause they won't eat bacon. Dawn on 'em. There's needles in the streets, folks hardly surviving. On sidewalks next to highways full of cars self-driving. The poor keep hurting, the rich keep thriving. Dawn on it. There's a little town somewhere. Only thing you hear at night is that old mill humming. You know, that's a good song. That Oliver Anthony, Doggone It. Like, the lyrics ring 100% true. Like, every word. Every word. Our steel mill, it closed down now, but that's all you'd hear at night is the mill humming. Just like a buzz, but not really a buzz. More, yeah. I guess a hum describes it best, you know. And the only time traffic backs up is when that train comes. I've been waiting for him to come out with new songs, like 6 months ago, he said he had like a whole new album ready. And then I waited months and months, and he let one song come out, that Scornful Woman, which it's alright, but it's not that it's a bad song. But after waiting so long, I kind of just expected more. He just released another one too after Scornful Woman. I forget what it's called. I think it's God's Gonna Save Us All, or something like that. And I like it better than Scornful Woman, but it's still just not there. Not what I expect and others expect. But it's still good music. Well, they might have took her. I better check the bait on that one. Because they might have stole it. It had a pretty good run on that one, you know. I think it was this one. This one? No. I think it was that one. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a channel cat by its toe. If he grunts, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You know, I don't know why I'm using these reels. This thing's like 30 years old. I got brand new reels at home. I bought bait feeder. Anyone know what bait feeder reels are? They got the 2 drag system. They got the knob up top and then the lever down bottom. I bought them mainly, well, for 2 reasons. 1, for carp fishing. And 2, for catfishing from the bank when I need to like on the high river, bank fishing a lot. It's super shallow near the bank on some spots, and there's the weeds and the grass is so thick to where you have to cast out past it. And a real conventional reel like this just does not cast unless you got like 10 ounces of weight on it. Trying to cast just like a 1 or 2 ounce sinker with a reel like this just isn't happening. So I bought those bait runner reels. Well, we still got our bait. I bought the bait runner reels so I can cast like, you know, lightweight, 1 to 2 ounces easily and farther. I was going to bring them and use them, but these were already in the boat, and I was just trying to keep things simple, you know. Keep things simple. The only time traffic backs up is when that old sweet Norfolk and Southern trains are coming with just me and my dog on it. Oh, here comes some big old waves. I'm glad dog's laying down. Hey, we're getting a bite. No, we're not. I thought we was. I can't believe nothing's not bit on the triple hook rig out there suspended. That's been Mr. Popular, as always. I seen on Facebook, I don't know if it's real because, you know, you can't believe nothing anymore on the internet. You know, that used to be a joke, like, you know, can't believe nothing off the internet, blah, blah, blah. And that, you know, obviously was true. But now, it takes it to a whole new level. Like, you really can't believe nothing on the internet. You watch a video and it's like, is that real or AI? My buddy, he can tell, like, AI for sure. Like, I'll send him a video of something. I'm like, I don't know if this is real or not, but it's cool. He's like, oh, no, that's AI. Like, he's pointing this out and pointing that out and pointing this out. He's like, look at this and look at that and look at... I'm like, dang, I didn't even notice none of that. And I'm like, yeah, I guess that's AI. But, what was I saying? Oh, believing nothing. Can't believe nothing no more. But, there's a guy on Facebook, some teenagers toilet papered his tree out front of his house. And he watched him on the trail camera, he said, and he was happy. Wasn't mad, not one bit. Said they did a good job. Went on to say how he's happy to see kids being kids and not on their cell phones. So supposedly this dude was happy. You know, I see people do this all the time. Ride the boat with the cover half on. And I used to do that, like, all the time. Until this boat here, actually. Yeah, I had the cover. I'm buckled. Because you got to get in from the back on this, kind of. Had it folded up. And I had it rolled over and had it sitting up here. And I'm going down the river and the wind caught that cover. And it blew back and covered me up. Kind of got tangled in it. Thank grace I was only going 5-10 mile an hour tops. But if I was going, 30, 40, 50, 60, and that happened, not being able to see for like 10 seconds, oh, I could have been bad. Could have been bad. Could have been, would have been, should have been, would have been. Very, very bad. Yeah, country bluegrass, can't go wrong. Oh, polka? Oh, I never got into that. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's some polka I could tap my toe to, but country and bluegrass for sure. I can't believe I like country. I mean, now I can, but 20, 30 years ago, when I was a kid, like grade school kid, I couldn't stand country. And I never even gave it a chance, never even listened to it. Just, I listened to it. My dad liked hip-hop, R&B, funk. Not rap. I mean, you call it, back then it was called rap, but not like the rap nowadays, But, and my mom liked country. And, I was just some young punk kid. And was like, oh, country sucks. Ew, I couldn't stand it. Had to be cool and say I liked rap. And only rap, young and naive. But then when I got an adult, I become open-minded in my own person and learned to appreciate all music and like all music. The only thing I don't like is the crazy death, metal, which I like metal, but not the screaming your lungs out. Don't have a clue what they're saying the whole track. Hey, we got a fish, y'all. Is it gonna stay buttoned up? It's stealing some line. Yeah, it's on there. It stayed buttoned. I know when I picked that rod up, it sure didn't feel like there's a fish on it. Let's see. I got these new bells that you can't just clip them on. I usually use them green. I don't think there's a fish on here. I'm gonna reel it in to check the bait, but yeah, there's no fish on there. I'm not even gonna reel it in. I'm just gonna leave it out there for a minute. See if it comes back. Even let some line out. It was on there. I should have picked it up instead of standing there looking at it. But it's okay. It's okay. There'll be others. Oh, that's a nice boat. Kind of looks like mine. Looks a lot like mine, other than mine doesn't have the big railing around the bow. I bet that boat's nice. It's way. I thought it was like 21 foot, but the more I look at it, that's probably like a 25, maybe even a 29. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I brought stuff to troll. I even brought these. Cause one thing I don't like about trolling is you have to let so much line out to get your jig on, your lure on the bottom, you know. Stay sitting, Setson. The big waves. Hold on, dog. Whoa, you're alright, you're alright. Just stay Setson. Holy shoot, maybe you're not alright. Let me, hold on, I'm coming. I got you. Where the heck did them come from? Good grace. I don't even know where them come from. I mean, there's that little boat over there that went by, but jeez Louise. Oh, that was that cuddy cabin boat I was just admiring. That's where them come from. That boat that went by, I was admiring. Okay. Where's... Oh, yeah, these are the bells that I like, because you can just reach up and unclip them. But them ones there got like a bell and a light combined, and they don't come off so easy. What did I do with them? Or maybe they're in my pocket. Huh. I know I brought them. Them ones are from the house. Alright. Is that it? No. What did I do with that bag of... Now I'm wondering. Oh, here they are. Back to talking about trolling, letting out 50 million yards of line. Suck. But I got these. They snap on. Quick snap sinkers. So when you're trolling, you know, say something like, let's see, something like this. You don't have to let out so much line to hit bottom. You just clip one or two of these on, and as you're reeling it in and retrieving it, you unclip them like kind of like a planer board, and that way you only have to let out like 20-30 yards of line and you're on bottom. They're real nice for when you're in deep water. Okay. Let's see, what was I gonna do? I can't remember now. What did I get in that bag for? It must not have been important if I can't remember. Skipjack Cindy says, hello, Heather. Yeah, this boat is dirty. It needs cleaned so bad. It was covered for 2 years. Like, that's all mold, that black stuff. That'll all come off like sparkly white with a little elbow grease. But like I always say, I'd rather be fishing than scrubbing. You're alright. It's just a little wave. He's thinking that wave's like the last one. I don't blame you, pup. Do you eat any of your dog feed? Here, you want some more? Want some more, kid? Here, boy. Let's freshen it up for you. He'll think that this is different than the food that's been sitting in his bowl. There you go. Yeah, that's that good stuff, huh? Eat that and I'll give you more. Look at them teeth. All I know is a German Shepherd is a great responsibility. And I don't mean taking care of it. I mean the fact that it's a weapon. Like, straight up weapon. I look at him as the way I look at a crossbow or a gun. Like, I didn't know it, but you always grow up hearing pit bulls are like the strongest biting dog ever. Like, they're PSI. German Shepherds are just as strong as a pit bull, for the most part. I mean, if you're getting technical, they're not. Like, they're like 2 PSI less than a pit bull. But I never knew that until I started reading books about them. But their bites are, yeah, they say a pit bull has a lockjaw. Well, so does a German Shepherd. And pit bulls have like a flat face, so like, you know, they actually have to go like above and beyond and out of their way to like grab a hold of something. But him with that elongated snout, oh, it's like a dang alligator, you know? Like a dang alligator, huh? You want some more? Want some more, Bub? Yeah, you want some more, huh? I don't even think you had breakfast. You didn't, because when I was eating my breakfast, you was outside barking. You was outside barking at people. Oh, you dropped a piece. Oh, you dropped a bunch. You need some more water? All right, these fish better make up their mind. I'm actually kind of out in the middle where I don't really want to be out in the middle. Maybe we'll make one more move. This was going to be the last move for the day, but maybe it's getting way windy out here too. I don't even have my hair curler on the mic, on the phone. And like I said, I didn't plan on going live today, so I don't have a microphone or anything like that. Let's see. We'll stay on this drift. Because I believe, because there's the dam. I believe the original creek bed flows from the dam and runs right by that little island. They call that Goat Island. I don't know why they call it Goat Island, because there's no goats on it. Maybe at one time there was, I don't know. But anyways, there's a creek channel. And if you look on an aerial map, like an aerial, there's a dude that flies them ultralight aircraft. You know, like it's like a go-kart on wheels with a wing on it. But he lives somewhere around here, I imagine, but he flies over this lake all the time and he posts videos. In the wintertime, he flies over it, and when you look at those pictures and videos from overhead, you can see a distinct color difference in the water. Like, when you're looking overhead at the whole lake, you can see, like the creek channel, or river, or whatever it was. Like all the other water's like, you know, greenish blue, and then you see this line, dark mud, just snaking all through the lake, like, and I believe that's the old creek channel when this was our farmland. But I think that channel runs between the boat and that little island right there. So we'll be passing over that. It's small, like, I don't know because I've never seen it, but if I had to guess based off contour lines and the depth finder, I'd say it's 50 feet wide max, not big, maybe even less. But either way, it's a depression. And this whole lake is like one big mud bowl. Like, you'd be lucky to even find a stone or a rock in it. Now, when you get near the shore and the edges, yeah, there's rocks and logs and trees. But out in the open, it's just one big mud. Like, it's 19 and a half feet. You can stay at 19 and a half feet for a mile. The depth has not changed. It's getting a little windy. I'm going to put my earmuff thingy on. Bear with me for a second. I got this earmuff thing tied to my phone. On a little tether. Okie dokie, artichoke. The only thing is there's two things on the bottom. One's a speaker and one's a mic. I don't know which one's the mic. I don't know which one's the mic. This is so difficult because this one's plugged in and charging, and it doesn't want to go in the phone holder when it's plugged in. I have a special adapter. It's like a 90 degree cell phone charger adapter, because this normal charging cable comes out of the bottom of the phone like an inch. This adapter I have makes it like flat and 90 degree to where you can slide your phone all the way down into the phone mount. But without that adapter, it's impossible. You know what I'd like to have, but they're too expensive? The DJI Osmo, I don't even know what it's called. Maybe it's just called a DJI Osmo. But the one with you hold it, it's got the little rod you hold, and it's got the little tiny camera on the 3-axis gyro. But the main reason but they're like $700-800. But the main reason I'd want it is you can actually go live from that camera. Like a regular DJI camera, like the Action, I don't think you can go live from it. But you can from the gyro 3-axis stabilizer. I think it's just called the DJI Osmo. And then the DJI Osmo Action, or maybe, I don't know. I know the Actions are the like GoPro types, and I think the Osmo is the handheld one. But I was reading and it says you can live stream from the Osmo, which that would be cool because it has that 3-axis gyro stabilization. That's a tongue twister, huh? And not even just for, like, it would be great just for recording, you know, on the boat when it's real wavy. Because you get on the Ohio River out on a boat, and it's like, you know, it's going to be rocky no matter what. The boat's going to be rocking. Unless you got one of them days where the river's like, you know, smooth as glass. But that's rare. Here, kitty, fishy, kitty. Kitty, kitty. kitty, kitty, kitty. You answer the kitty, kitty, kitty. That's for the fish. That's the fish call. You want some more feed? You want some more? Oop, that was me. False alarm, doggy. His head looked so quick. He thought we had a fish. We caught some fish today, so I'm only gonna pour a little bit, okay? Because I don't know if you want it or not. I learned a lesson. Don't try pouring food back into the bag because it gets a little wet and it gets moldy. Real moldy. Like real quick. You know, I kind of feel like I didn't do enough fishing this weekend. I was trying to go fishing through the week. Like, I was trying to get done work Thursday and go. That didn't happen. And I was like, well, I'm definitely going to fish Friday and Saturday and Sunday. There we go. Oh, you know what? I forgot I said I was going to check the bait on this one when we had that last bite. And I never did. But we just got a bite, so... But that don't mean there's bait on it because... my float slipped on the line and it's all the way down to the hook. It could have just been biting at the float. I need to remember to check my email. I told somebody to guess the fish weight earlier. I told them I'd send them some rattles. But I need to remember to check my email because I don't know who it was. I told them to email me their address. I'd send them some rattles. Yeah, I made these here. I've been experimenting, trying to figure out which size BB and how many makes the best sounding rattle. You know, 2 millimeter, 3 millimeter, 2 BBs, 5 BBs, 10 BBs. But I made this style. Like they spin, you know, you inline rattle. And then I made these bigger ones. They sound better. They're bigger too. And they spin more. They got way more fins on them. They're louder than them traditional inline rattles with the 2 little balls, look like a little barbell. I think they call them like hooker terminal tackle rattle or something. But the dog thinks they're toys. Here, you want a toy? You want the toy? You want a toy? This thing's so light, the wind's gonna blow it away. Yep. I'll get you something better suited. Them rattles definitely aren't as loud as a demon dragon though. Actually, see, these have more room for the balls to, so that big bearing they have in there really makes it knock. Dog thinks it's playtime because the rattles. You want to play? He's like, I'm going to play by myself. I had a stick for him in here. I think he threw it in the water. You throw it in the water, doggy? Where's that stick at? Where's that, pup? it under the seat? Let's look under the seat. Y'all bear with me for a second. Oh, how'd that screwdriver get there? Dang, dude, you got all kind of tools out here. You got a ball. Oh, the phone's blocked. You got a ball, you got a rope. Oh, fish on. I think there's a squeaker. We found you a squeaker. It's probably all wet. It's probably moldy. Does it taste moldy? Does it taste moldy? Does it taste moldy? Does it taste moldy? Oh, baby, I know you're ready to go home. You're getting anxious and restless. Can't swim. You get to look at all this water. All this water, and you can't swim. You can't swim. It's too chilly. Too chilly, huh? Yeah, he has a hard time understanding that, it's cold out and he can't swim when all summer he could swim whenever he wanted. Now he's like, why can't I get in the water, man? Huh? Ooh, German Shepherd. Don't ever get a German Shepherd if you don't like hair, because it is everywhere. When I first got him, I tried to keep up with the dog hair in my car. Had a dust buster. I even bought 2 dust busters. So one would be charging while the other one was being used. And you have to vacuum like 3 times a day. No joke. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You got to brush vacuum your car if you want to have a German Shepherd and keep your car free of hair. His ball went under there. Look. You're going to get your head stuck, dude. Did you get it? Can you get it? Did he get it? He's got something. I just hope it's a ball. Yeah, it's a ball. Hoping it wasn't something alive. We came out of the house one day and he's chewing on something in his mouth. And we try to get closer to him and he's just chomping, chomp, chomp, chomp. And he opened his mouth and whatever it was tried to run out of his mouth. And he chomped shut and held it there. And we're like, what is that? And my kid's like, it's alive. And it was something white. We still don't know what it was. It was tiny, like, I don't know. But whatever it was, he ate it because you could tell he was trying to, like, keep his mouth shut and keep it from running out of his mouth. Or escaping. And by the time we got to him and got his mouth open, he swallowed it. It's kind of messed up. Because whatever it was alive. I said I bottomed out like twice today in this boat. I hit that, well, I didn't hit it, but I got like super close to that point on that island. Because I was trying to map the lake, it draws the contour lines for you. And I was following my path. Like I mapped over here, but I never mapped over here. So I was trying to map it and I got too close and boom, the bow of the boat. I had the engine trimmed up, so it didn't hit, but the bow of the boat hit the rocks. I wasn't going fast, like 5 miles an hour. Kind of curious to see if it left any damage. No major damage, because we would have sprung a leak. Yeah, I'm going to stick with my same game plan. Stay drifting across this channel. That creek channel that runs through this lake, I believe, actually, yeah, I think we're crossing it now, because it was 19.6. No, it still says 19.6. But whenever we cross it, it should drop a couple feet. I need to check the bait on this one, because this is the one that had the bite. This, you know what? I just realized I've had my hat off for like the past hours. And I don't have no hair. I'm bald, so I don't get sunburned usually on my head because it's so used to the sun, but I also usually wear a hat. Didn't take my bait. I'm gonna let some line out of this one. I can't drop this one down without it getting tangled in that one. That boat looks familiar. I think I worked on that one. It's weird seeing a boat out here that I worked on. If it was a newer boat, I'd say I'm not sure, but it's an older, late 80s. Pretty distinctive. Although it didn't have the boat name was, what was it? Money Shark? Mega Shark? Mega Shark? I think it said Money Shark. And that one didn't say Money Shark. But if someone bought it, I'm pretty sure the first thing they would do is take that silly name off. Yeah, these fish aren't cooperating here. I kind of knew better than coming out to the middle. Because it's just, this is just all flat and pretty much all the same depth. There's no rhyme or reason for the fish to hold there, you know? Yeah, between Friday night and today, I bet you we caught 10 fish, the two Friday and today combined, I think. Diesel. Yeah, I want to get a camera, a couple cameras actually, start making videos. Part of me wishes I didn't quit doing YouTube last year, you know. Part of me wishes I just went for it full time. But it just didn't seem, I don't know, just didn't seem possible. I just couldn't risk, you know, income. One way is shorting, working, and the other way is a gamble. But it would have been nice to, you know, see where it would have went or could have went. Not that it still can't, but when I first started out fishing off the jet ski, I was on a roll. Next time I go fishing on the jet ski, maybe I'll go live one more time before the year's over for the jet ski. I don't think I went live at all this summer on the jet ski. I just been so pressed for time. I just want to fish, like filming or cameras the last thing on my mind. Half the time I leave the house and forget my phone. Yeah, no trolling motor on this boat. I just gotta drift with the wind. He finally went to sleep. It's actually not a good thing, because then he'll just have more energy to be acting crazy. Well, I think I'm gonna wrap this up, because fish aren't biting. I gotta go to the bathroom. Fishing in the middle of the lake is like my least favorite spot. I like fishing in the coves. Well, I know at least Heather's here. She's just commenting. She's number one. I'm gonna wrap this up. Anyone that I got a chance to say hi to throughout the day, I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping in and saying hello. It's been a while. I want to say that I'll start being live more often, but I've said that like the past 10 times I've been live, and I haven't went live much often. I almost want to say it because I really do mean it, because I do plan on fishing more often. I just don't ever want to go live. But see, having more time to fish will lead to having more time to go live. Because when I barely fish, I just, I get on the water and I just want to fish. But if I fish more often, then I'm more likely to go live, if that makes any sense. In other words, I won't be so anxious to go fishing if I fish more often. But when I only get to fish like, once a week, I'm so anxious to fish. That's all I want to do. That's all that's on my mind is fishing. But if I get back to fishing several times a week, then I feel like I'm more likely to live stream. If any of that rambling makes any sense to anybody. But anyways, like I said, I'm going to cut this. Y'all be good or be good at it. Heather at the Here Fish a Kitty call. Yeah, I don't think they're going to bite. I guess I could reel them in and make sure there's no fish straggling. No stragglers. Not a thing on that one. Yeah, there ain't no fish. I was thinking, it's hard to tell sometimes if there's little fish on that suspended one on the balloon, because that balloon's bobbing up and down all the time anyways with the waves. But anyways, everybody have a good one. Catch you next time. I forget how to end it. It's been